Did you know Marcus Mosiah Garvey Jr. was born August 17, 1887, and he returned to the Essence in June of 1940? He was a Jamaican political activist, publisher, journalist, entrepreneur, and orator for the Black nationalism and Pan-Africanism movements. He funded the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League. Garvey advanced a Pan-African philosophy which inspired a global mass movement known as Garveyism. Garveyism would eventually inspire others from the Nation of Islam to the Rastafari movement. Hoover referred to Garvey as a notorious Negro agitator, and for several years desperately sought ways to find damning personal information on him, even going as far as to hire the first Black FBI agent in 1919 in order to infiltrate Garvey's ranks and spy on him. Did you know that? Well, now you do. Peace.
How you doing?
All right. So, peace, y'all, and good morning. Welcome to MyQuality Is For Real, where I have real talks with quality people who have real purpose. You'll have to forgive me. I'm coming over like a little, I came back from Texas and my sinuses and allergies and everything just been killing me. But we're gonna push through. This morning, I want to thank y'all for thank Anthony, for reaching out to me. I know I've had Anthony and Quinton on before. You guys are definitely no stranger to the show. I appreciate you for thinking about me and wanting to come onto the platform to share what y'all have going on. So I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourself for the people who may not have seen y'all on the last show. And then Marcus, I don't think I've met you. I didn't get a chance to meet you yet. So I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourselves.
First.
I didn't hear you.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Anthony Hawthorne, part owner of what we'll be talking about today in prep.
Okay.
Marcus Evans, part owner, in prep, OMG.com, OMG My Gut, apologize, and owner of Clean Lifestyle Janitorial.
I'm Quinton Ross. I'm part owner of InPrep, OMG, which we will primarily be talking about InPrep today.
All right. So the last time you guys came on, you was talking about OMG My Gut. Can you kind of talk a little bit about that and what's going on with that and how that came about and how that started?
It was pretty much a food review website. We wanted people to be able to go on, leave reviews, but we had a little bit of a twist with it. We allow people to also send us video recordings of their food experiences. So if they went somewhere, got some raw food or just poor customer service, they could send it to us. We would post it and upload it as well. But it's still primarily just a food review website. We want the good with the bad. We allow restaurants to go on there and have their customers leave them positive reviews. We've had a lot of people that actually sent us emails and messages basically wanting to be added to the website. But that's pretty much what that OMG website is. How it started, all three of us, we got together and we just kind of was giving our food experiences one time, and we were just like, hey, we should make something. We should let people see how this works, the good with the bad.
So that's up. So it's more so kind of like more or less like a Yelp, but for food.
Yep.
Okay, that's dope. And that's dope that all three of y'all, being men, especially being Black men, coming together to, create anything is awesome. But especially food, nowadays, especially fast food, is like the service and customer service have definitely went completely down in a lot of places. Unfortunately, everybody doesn't adopt the Chick-fil-A experience or the Chick-fil-A, so it's good to, for you guys to have started that. So what are you coming on today to talk about? You guys have created an app now.
Yep. We created an application, downloaded on iOS or Android. But the app pretty much allows users to come on and create two profiles. Either you can be a consultant or a seeker. And when we say that, it's pretty much an opportunity because we're wanting to be the bridge between people who are career minded or employment minded, or versus the person who wants to have a business or be an entrepreneur. A lot of times people don't know the route to take. A lot of times people are not sure what's the next step. And that's what we want people to be able to do on InPrep. We want you to be able to go on here and say, hey, I'm really wanting to learn how to start a business. And we're going to have people on there in different categories that's going to be able to say, all right, you can reach out to me and I'll definitely be able to explain to you the process. I mean, of course, it costs for this person's time, but at the same time, we want people to actually be able to say, hey, I can find the information I'm looking for, and actually be able to talk to someone who's went through that process. And versus just like a consultant, someone who truly doesn't know their path, but they're able to teach or guide someone and they can earn income.
Okay, so you guys will be talking about like starting LLCs, the process. If somebody wants to do like a nonprofit, 501c, like what's going to be all of that?
Yep.
So it's
anything on there. Go ahead, Mark.
No, I was just gonna say it's a pretty broad aspect of what you can do. You can pretty much do anything. This is gonna help a lot of entrepreneurs and people that's trying to start up in business. See, a lot of times what happens is you get people that go and they get a trade, or they get out of college and they don't necessarily know how to do the work. And what InPrep is gonna do is it's gonna put the veterans, the person that's been doing whatever they've been doing for some time. So let's say that you're a hairdresser or you're a beautician and you've been doing it for 15 years, and someone just get out of beauty school, and maybe they want to get with you so you can show them the steps of how you perfect your business and why you're so successful. Well, that's going to allow you to get paid for sharing your knowledge. So this is going to work on plenty platforms. It's going to work, especially for the entrepreneurs. It's going to work for, plumbing, carpentry, whatever you can think of. The application is going to work for you. So really, it's going to give you the ability to make income off of your knowledge. And it's also going to help someone to start up their career.
Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome. How did that come about?
To be totally honest with you,
Same thing.
I'm sorry. Oh, go ahead.
I would say the same thing. We get together, brainstorm.
Yeah,
and that's how it usually comes about.
That's awesome. So can you kind of touch a little bit about the importance of teamwork and how you guys, collab, because it's a big misconception when it comes to us. You know what I'm saying? When I say us, I mean Black people, like Black women can't work together. Black men can't work together. It's always somebody hating. It's always so can you kind of give us, or anybody watching that may want to start something with somebody, give us some tips on how you guys have been successful in three, Black men coming together. And like you said, when you come together, you guys create, you guys produce greatness. So what is the
right? I would my thing would be just being able to put, personal egos aside and just always being able to have grown men conversations. Trust is a big thing. So whenever you do have a team, you definitely have to trust in each other and things like that. So that would be my biggest thing. Just, being able to trust one another.
Okay. Do anyone of you guys want to add on to anything? Or add on?
Yeah, I would say communication is a big key. You really got to have those honest conversations, especially if you're going to have a partnership. So you're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to have things that you disagree about. But the thing about it is you have to make sure that before you guys leave the table that you're all on the same page. You all have the same vision. And the communication is everything. You know what I'm saying? While, some conversations can be stern, the respect is still there. And that's what gets lost a lot of times when we're dealing with each other. We can have a conversation and it can be about, something of importance. And, the conversation can go left, but as long as the respect stays there and the point is, taken care of, then I think that's like one of the biggest things is communications for sure.
Okay. You want to add on anything, Quinton?
Well, yeah, I can say this. A lot of people don't agree that that friends should go into business together, but we were all really close. So it makes it a lot easier for us to be able to communicate, have those hard conversations, and really just brainstorm with each other. Because a lot of times we're on the same page. So us being close really helped a lot.
Oh, that's dope. That is very important. You guys all made some good points. I also wanted to, because I'm asking for myself, because I so the people that you have, like for the imprep, these are people that, is it already all developed? So now you can go on there. Let's say, for instance, I want to start, because I really want to start like an apparel business. I kind of stepped out there a little bit, but I want to know more about the apparel business as far as wholesale, all those type of things. I can go on to Imprep, and then I can consult with somebody, and does the prices vary? Does it depend on exactly how much you're wanting, or how does all of that work?
Yep.
The prices do vary, so that's pretty much up to the consultant, which is the person that'll be giving out the information for the seeker. So they go on there, set up their own profile, and you set up your price. Set up your price, you go from there once they contact you, and that's pretty much how it works. So there is, like Quinn was saying earlier, all kind of categories you can go to. You were just saying apparel, so there's like fashion designers, everything on there that you could pretty much find.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That is definitely something that we need, especially in this community with a lot of growing. This pandemic has really birthed a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs. And so a lot of people kind of get into that as well, as a misconception of being an entrepreneur. You think that, working for myself now is easier, but in a lot of cases, it's actually more work and it's harder. So to have somebody that's, like you said, that's been a veteran in these different categories, these different careers, can kind of coach you and kind of let you know, like, okay, yeah, it's going to be easy, but it is still going to be hard, or, to kind of guide you and try to help you. So that's pretty dope.
Yep. Yeah.
I love that the whole concept of it.
Yeah. A lot of times, if you think, and I'm sure everyone has said this to themselves, like, man, I will pay for somebody to teach me that. So if you think along the lines of that, that's kind of what that is. You actually you're paying for knowledge. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm actually, before we get off of here, I'm going to connect y'all with a few people that I know that would definitely benefit, and y'all can benefit off of, kind of collab and come together as well. So I think that's awesome. So is it already live? Is it already out, or is it something that it's going to come soon?
So we do have the app up. I mean, of course, it's an application. We provide updates all the time. But right now, one of the things that we're doing is we're starting to add users because we've only had it live for just a couple months, but we're wanting to add users now. So just pretty much allowing the app to develop with all of the users that's on there. Like, we've had friends, family, a lot of people already going to the application. So
that's awesome.
And a lot of things as well is we're a lot of things that it could be, because we're growing with the app, right? So the more that people use the app, the more things that we can correct on the application. As you know, I mean, even if you have an Apple phone is always updating to fix any kinks that the application may have, or anything like that. So we're working on that as well, making sure that the application and the functionality of the applications work, because we want it to be very user friendly, so.
Okay. So what's next after this? We all come together, the next meeting, what else? Were y'all working on birthing something else, or y'all just focusing on this right now?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
We actually got something we're going to drop in October.
Okay, so that's awesome. So y'all already planning. So by 2022, you already got your goals and everything is set. So that's
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so. Well, again, I really appreciate y'all for again reaching out and thinking about me and my platform. This is a platform where I want to definitely help people who inspires to be entrepreneurs, full-time entrepreneurs and business owners. I still have to go to work, and but I definitely want to eventually be a full-time entrepreneur, have my own business, everything like that. Are you guys still kind of like dibbling and dabbling, still working, or you right now you're full time just entrepreneur?
I mean, right now for me, it's both. But I know I can say this, with InPrep, it took a lot of my attention and focus to this application. I'm looking toward just strictly entrepreneurship as far as being able to run this application. But I know for a fact, whenever we drop what we're coming out with in October, that's the route I'm taking.
Awesome. Can you give any tips on anybody that wanted to start an app? Are there any things that, anybody needs to know, or if you can kind of, help give us some tips on how to even do that?
Sure. Find me on InPrep.
Oh.
No. But definitely, I mean, with starting an application, I mean, of course, you have to know how to code. I mean, there's stuff out there that can actually help you do it, even if you don't know how to code. Xcode is a really good one. But if you're wanting to start an application, I say this: just pretty much have an idea of a need that you'll solve. And once you have that, you'll pretty much be able to create what you want. And I'm only saying that just because, like you said, in our culture, and I'm just using this as an example. Just say a mother who has a child and she wants the world for her child. She knows her child wants to be a doctor. She just doesn't know the path to take for him. Now she can actually go on InPrep, find doctors in our culture, and just be able to say, hey, can you guide me? Which route should my son take? He's just a boy now, but I know that I want him to take this path. And we have something for you to be able to do that now.
That's amazing. That's definitely, like I said, that's definitely needed. And we need to start young. We wait until we get out of high school. Sorry. We wait until we get out of high school to say, okay, now go spread your wings. But we need to start, sooner than that now, especially nowadays. Like it's crazy out here for us.
Oh yeah.
It really is. Okay, so I really, again, I can't stress it enough. I appreciate you guys. Can you let people know how to find you? Where they can go to InPrep, where they can about OMG My Gut. Do you guys still have your YouTube and all of that?
Yep, the YouTube channel's still up. OMG My Gut. You can definitely find us on all the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We have all of those up, InPrep or OMG. You can definitely reach out to me directly. I'm Quinton Ross. You can reach out to me. I'll definitely give any answers anybody needs about those businesses. Definitely download the app on iOS or Android.
All right. Any last words? Anything you want to add, Marcus or Anthony?
I just appreciate your time today. I appreciate you allowing us to come up here on your platform once again. It was a pleasure.
Definitely. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. And I appreciate y'all. I don't take it for granted. People taking time out of their day, especially on a Sunday and on a weekend.
On the 4th too, right?
Yeah. Oh, it is the 4th. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? And y'all were, thank you for your for being on time. Thank you for not canceling at the last minute. All of those things. All of those things.
Right.
I really appreciate it. I'm glad, I'm really proud of y'all for, coming together and creating something dope. I can't wait to see what you guys have in October. If y'all want to come back and, talk more about that, you always have, y'all are home. This is home for y'all if y'all want to come back at any time. So I appreciate it.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna hold too much of y'all time because I don't feel good. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all.
Okay,
but I appreciate it, and y'all have a wonderful day. Keep doing what y'all doing. Again, this has been My Quality Is For Real, another dope talk with some real quality people who are definitely walking in their purpose. And y'all enjoy y'all day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. You as well.
Welcome. Peace.